Well, look what we have here. We got another girl specifically and another guy, because the guy was with her, finding out that you can't just do whatever you want to do because there's consequences behind your actions. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this right here.
My teeth up here.
A Shelby County shooting captured on video. Investigators say in this case, this was self-defense.
Fox 13 has learned 3 people kicked in the door at that woman's home Tuesday and came inside without her permission, and that gave her the right to protect herself and her family.
Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us live in East Memphis tonight. Kayla, in the state of Tennessee, there are limits on what counts as property that you can protect.
Yeah, Darcy, now if it comes down to a car that's parked in your driveway, we know that you may not be protected by self-defense. But in this case, the people were actually inside her home. Now, because this woman is considered a victim and she's also not charged with any criminal charges in this case, we decided to go ahead and blur her face in the video.
Any mother in that situation would probably do the same thing if they had the ability to do that.
A woman inside her Shelby County home ran into a room armed with a gun. Investigators say 3 people had been banging on her door and eventually kicked it in, coming inside the house without permission. And my teeth up here. She fires a single shot, hitting a woman. You then hear the woman shot, asking for help. Get out! I'm my mama. My kids up in here. I just told you that. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office says the woman, 21-year-old Kamari Burnham, was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but has since been upgraded to non-critical. Burnham is charged with aggravated burglary and vandalism, along with 21-year-old Nala Kelly. 22-year-old DeJuan Payne is charged with aggravated burglary. Defense attorney Brandon Hall, who is not involved in this case, says based on what's in the video, it's a clear sign of self-defense.
In Tennessee, you can defend your home with deadly force. And once they cross that threshold and they're inside your house, that's enough to assume there's a presumption made that they're there to do you harm.
So look, we ain't finna do too much playing. We finna go ahead and get straight into it, man. Don't forget to goddamn subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date, because I'm dropping them like 2-3 times a day. But let's go ahead and get into it. So we have a woman in Memphis. You already know Memphis is crazy. It's really bad, right behind Chicago, well, damn near in front of Chicago, St. Louis, and a lot of other places that are just genuinely super dangerous to be around. So there was a woman in Memphis. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna be dropping too many names on here. You already know what their names are. I don't want to bring too much bad publicity to them because we already know what's going on. She has a couple of kids with a couple of different baby daddies, and one of her baby daddies started messing with a girl that she particularly didn't like for real. So everything was already off to the wrong start, but she was going to be mature about the situation. She was trying to talk to the girl. She was trying to make sure she understood like there's no smoke. I just want to make sure that we cool, because our kid, well, my kid at the end of the day is what matters most. So if you're going to be messing with my baby daddy, at least make sure you respect my kids when they're around, you know, down talk me, you know, regular common decency things that anybody would want. But apparently the other girl didn't feel that way. She thought that the girl was trying to control her. She thought the girl was trying to put her dominance over her and basically tell her what she could and couldn't do. And you know, no girl really likes being told what they can and cannot do. So as a result, they started beefing. And the beef went from little taunts here and there to social media threats saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna pull up on you, to the girl actually pulling up on her and then saying that she doesn't care about her kids. Now, as you can see in the video I'm about to play, that didn't really work out too well for Shawty. You can see right here.
Locking the door. Hey, bitch, your head. And my keys up here. Get out! I'm my mama. My keys up in here. I just told you that. Call them. What you talking about? Get out! I'm my mom. I told you don't play with me when my kids here, ho. Yeah.
So she pulled up and got her ass popped. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That was justified. You can't tell me it wasn't justified. I tell you, I got my kids in here. Pull up as a girl with a guy and say that you finna come in there, you finna whoop my ass, you finna do all this, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and think that I'm finna let it slide with my kids in here? My little ones in here? You're crazy. I don't even know what made her think that was a good idea. Like, what made her think, oh yeah, I'm just gonna pull up on a grown woman when she has her child with her, and I'm finna say I'm finna walk in your house and beat your ass and I don't care about your kids. You lucky she didn't keep popping your ass. You lucky she didn't just keep unloading the clip until it wasn't clicking no more. You know what I'm saying? But we finna go read to the article to get the exact details on what exactly happened with the police and law enforcement. Because, you know, the streets got one side of the story, the law enforcement got the other side of the story. So let's see if it adds up. A woman who was severely injured after a shooting Wednesday night in southeast Shelby County was shot in self-defense, according to an update Thursday afternoon from the sheriff's office. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office reports that 21-year-old Kamari Burnham, now you know her name, I didn't want to name drop her, but you know her name now, was with two others when they broke into a family's home in a neighborhood connected to Hacks Cross Road near Highway 385. Deputies responded to the house in Autumn Harvest Lane just before 10 p.m. and found a woman suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. Popped her ass. They got to get up out of there. They lucky she didn't see the upper room. They should have kept, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool though. Put her one time, warning shot. She ain't want to play no more after that. SCSO says the incident also appears to be domestic. She was rushed to a nearby hospital in critical condition after deputies performed life-saving measures. She got popped one time and had to get a life save. That means you ain't tough, you ain't no gangster. She has since been upgraded to non-critical condition and remains at the hospital as of Thursday afternoon. Detectives later determined that Burnham, along with two others identified as Dewan Payne, 22, and Nala Kelly, 21, showed up uninvited and began banging on the front door while threatening the woman inside. SCSO says Burnham and Kelly kicked down the front door and then there was no answer when the residents fired a single shot from a handgun at the intruders, striking Burnham. SCSO says the victim asked the group several times to leave and was in fear for her safety of herself and her children. Detectives collected evidence that supported the victim's account of what happened, and after a thorough review, SCSO determined that the shooting was in fact self-defense. The sheriff's office says the victim will not face charges. All three suspects are now charged with aggravated burglary. Burnham and Kelly are also charged with misdemeanor vandalism. So those aren't the worst charges in the world. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. That's not super bad for what you did. The bad part is now you all look goofy. Your friend got shot. You two goofy stood there and pretty much couldn't do anything, then try to carry her to the hospital. You begging her to call the police for y'all. She laughing at y'all dumbass, as she should, because y'all thought y'all was bigger than the program. Y'all thought y'all was tough. I thought y'all was top flight security of the world and got showed up. That's not our fault that you did that stupid shit. And I'm gonna be real with you. This is a good lesson for people out there that think they're above the program. That think just because you're a girl, you can pull up to people's houses, run up on their house, kick their dough in, do all this crazy stuff, key their car, bash their windows. There are repercussions for your actions. Every action has a reaction. Every girl just ain't this soft, delicate sunflower that's just gonna let you do whatever you want to do. Some girls will really pop your ass. You lucky she didn't keep popping your ass because you didn't get off her property. She could have low-key unloaded the clip on your ass and shot all y'all, but you lucky she didn't do that. And you gotta thank God. And for y'all to be smiling a little bit in y'all mug shots, and for y'all to think that that shit was cute, because the girl was smiling a little bit. She looked a little happy. The nigga didn't look happy. Girl looked a little happy. Girls just live in delusion. Like something's really wrong with them. Something in their head just doesn't click the right way and makes them think they can just do whatever they want. Don't be one of those girls, ladies. If you're watching this, don't be one of them types of women that do stupid shit and then be surprised when things happen to you. Because this can happen to anybody. You run up on someone's porch, you're gonna get what you ask for. Whether you're a woman, man, you're a goddamn animal, you're an alien. You run up on somebody's porch, you try to kick in somebody's door, they're gonna give you what you want. You're lucky that she asked you to leave first instead of just popping through the door. I would have popped through the door. Someone tried to kick my door in, I hear like 2-3 times, and I like, I'm letting the whole thing go. So honestly, I feel no remorse for what happened. And shout out to the feds for not goddamn arresting her, because she did not deserve to be arrested. But let me know what you think in the comments, man, because I feel like it was justified. She got what she asked for, and they can't charge her, but now you got a criminal record and you got popped and you was just on life support. Goofy. Can't ever talk shit again now, can you? Get your lick back, ho.